Hey, Shalom. Shalom. First off, I want to start up by saying all praises, honor, and glory is due unto Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, peace and mercy to those who like preaching this word in truth and sincerity. On the brother Tazabah, the Great Millstone, Arizona camp, Lord will, with another video to edify. And I wanted to go in on, make some points on the lesson that the, elder brother, Elder Yashawamba made in this video that he did titled The Haughty People of the Earth Do Languish, People Are Over It. And we're getting ready to see a mass, like the scriptures say, sedition among men, but a mass revolt against the rich, right? There was a lesson, there was a video, man, I wish I had it saved, where a guy was talking about the assassination of the what is it called, United Health CEO, right? That dude got offed publicly, but the sentiment all throughout America wasn't, oh my gosh, that people automatically deified this guy. People, they made what do you call it? People made GoFundMes to bail him out, right? They did everything for this guy because they heard the story and they saw that, you know what? They're all in the same spot. And the dude made it a comment in the video. He said, it's about to be excruciatingly terrible in America for these people in these high up companies and in general, because the world is so interconnected that somebody can go online, tell their story, and millions of people can get it and agree with it all at one time. So when you have people on the internet constantly putting out their gripes, like we're going to go into, they're recognizing that this slavery ain't working. They're actually coming to the grips that it's slavery, right? And there's one thing that all living creatures hate, right? And it's to be confined. And that's what people are feeling. And they feel, they see, they taste, they smell, right? All the oppression. Even in the moments where they can get some type of joy, the oppression is still there. It used to be able to party in BS, and party your worries away and get through it. Now, nah, people are dealing with it. It's all in their face.
Physical slavery requires people to be housed and fed.
Physical slavery required people to be housed and fed. They had to house and feed these people. Okay? You want them, although they treated them like shit, you had to at some point feed them or give them some form of food. You had to give them some form of rest. Even if it was 1 hour, it was so they had to do something because they wouldn't be healthy enough to work. You see?
Economic slavery requires people to feed and house themselves.
Economics.
And that's what we're in. We're in an economic slavery and people feel it. The scriptures tell you in the New Testament. Let me get it, man. This is Matthew 17:24. It says, he said unto him, he said, yes. And when he was come into the house, Yahushua prevented him, saying, what thinkest thou, Simon? Of whom do the kings of the earth take custom or tribute, right? Tax, usury. Who do the kings of the earth do that to? Of their own children or of strangers, right? It says, and Peter saith unto him, of strangers, right? So when tax and tribute is supposed to be, it's not supposed to come from your own people. It's supposed to come from the people you conquered. But Esau, all in all, he has oppressed his own. He has oppressed his own. Even Esau in this world is fucking losing under their brothers. And the average Edomite, the average person is all feeling. It's crazy. I'm having conversations while I'm working with people, and they're like, I can't live off this. I gotta work. It's not enough. They're saying these things on the phone to me, and I'm listening to them. I'm like, man, these people have got no hope. Peter saith unto him, O of strangers, Yahushua saith unto him, then are the children free. Right? And if everybody is paying tribute, if everybody's getting dealt a hand of usury by these devils, nobody, and I mean nobody, is being taken care of.
Physical slavery.
This slavery is different.
You had to, it's because they
It is one of the most ingenious scams for social manipulation ever created.
allows people to feed and house themselves.
It is one of the most ingenious scams for social manipulation ever created, and at its core, it is an invisible war against the population.
You see? And people are recognizing. I'm going to jump to another part of this video that the elder made. And we're going to get into this deeper, right? Because what you're seeing is these people are coming to grips with the situation that they're actually in. And that's the stuff that's tearing people up. Right? The fact that they're coming to grips with the situation.
Freedom and whatever you had, pride is wearing off, and people are like, oh shit. This is really a messed up situation.
We're never going to get that big break. We're never going to, come up with the ingenious business idea. And maybe 1 out of 1,000,000 of us will. And that individual is the carrot that we all chase, when in reality that carrot is rotten all the way through. And understanding that.
And now bros have been given the eye salve early. And even when we were in the world, we felt in a fashion like this can't be it. Right? So the average person, when they come to these conclusions, they don't have Yahushua to fall back on. They don't have a hope of a kingdom to come. So depression sets in. Animosity, right?
And still having to exist within the structures of sanity I have built for myself to be able to survive in a system that would otherwise kill me. It's tough. I don't really know how to do it. I've been trying to put it into words, and when I figure it out, it will be my magnum opus, but for now I'm just addressing.
The reason why you're depressed is because 99% of the population owns the majority of the wealth, and you're basically being left out to die by end-stage capitalism. And there's people out there that have billions and billions and billions of dollars, and you literally have $5 across your 4 checking accounts. And you literally make less than $2,000 a month at McDonald's.
That looks like a good time, but unfortunately I have values. So I'm not having nearly as much fun as y'all. And it's bullshit.
Being a hyper-aware person can be so stressful because you always know. People being weird with you. When the energy changes, you just can know shit before somebody got to come and tell you about it. When you walk into a room full of people and you can tell that they were just talking about you and they ain't even got to say nothing, they have to give you a look. You can just feel the vibe. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like a blessing and a curse because it's damn, I can pick up on all the weird shit and just move those people out of my life immediately. But then it's just dang, it makes you realize that people really don't be for you the way you think they do. And sometimes you can think you crazy because it's you're the only person that's saying this shit. You're the only person that's can understand what's really going on without anybody saying it. And sometimes you can be am I overthinking? Am I just doing too much? But no, you're not overthinking.
And people are like, man, something's wrong. And the scriptures tell you, he that increaseth in sorrow.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to get next. And that he that increaseth in sorrow, right? You know what? Let me just start off with what I got. This is Isaiah 24, right? Because the fact that people are becoming aware of this, that is going to be a catalyst, right? Isaiah 24 and I started I'll just get to the point. It says, verse 4, it says, the earth mourneth and fadeth away, the world languisheth and fadeth away. And that's what people are coming into. The knowledge of the hell that people are in is causing mental anguish and frustration. And the thing between us and them that's so different is bros have the word to lean on. The scriptures tell us, wait ye upon the Lord until he rise up to the prey. These people are going to do it themselves. They're going to get their lick back. The haughty people of the earth do languish, and this is the most proudest nation in the world, right?
Really go.
All these people that are sitting there complaining, at the same time they complain, they got internet, they got phones, they got cars, right? They'll post shit on social media, act like they're better than somebody else, right? Like the scriptures say, the scriptures talk about be not let me get it, man, before I butcher it. This is 1 Timothy 6:17. It says, charge them that are rich in this world, that they be not high-minded, right? And a lot of people, they just have some type of living and they're high-minded. A nigga will go across seas, be a fucking passport, bro, and act like he's better than everybody else because he got a fucking passport. These women, they'll be able to get their hair and nails done or whatever else. And they think that because they have riches, that they're so much better, that they can choose how to behave, how to act, what's right, what's wrong, based off of their fucking feelings. And that's high-minded. You're being high-minded. You're being proud. And these riches that are uncertain, man, they're here today, gone tomorrow. You have your job today, lose it tomorrow, and be messed up. And that's how America is. So people are seeing that, and it's messing them up. So I'm going to read this. It says, charge them that are rich in this world, that they be not high-minded, nor trust in uncertain riches, but in the living God who giveth us richly all things to enjoy. Right? And a lot of people are high-minded in these things. So the haughty people of the earth are languishing. Now they're seeing that the piece of their pie that they were getting is all crumbs. Now they move past the filling that was stuck to the plate, and all that's left is crumbs, and they're seeing it. And they're fighting, and they're going to work every day, busting their ass, catching headaches, dealing with fucking people that aggravate them, who are in the same position, and everybody's going at each other, and everybody's messed up. This is James 5:4. Behold, the hire of the laborers who have reaped down your fields. You know, I got to start up. Verse 1, James 5:1. It says, go to now, you rich men, weep and howl, for your miseries shall come upon you. And the great amount of the miseries that are going to come, it's going to be from average, everyday people. Right? Average, everyday people that bust their ass to go to work and are in threat of falling every second. Those are the ones that are going to snap. It says your riches are corrupted and your garments are moth-eaten. All right? All that you covered yourself in this society with, the loans, the predatory loans, the veil of secrecy and gatekeeping of knowledge to get other people out of their situations, the hoarding of wealth. All that is moth-eaten. The riches, the false money we have here, the debt-based social status. You can't get a loan if you don't have debt. If you don't have debt, they give you a higher interest rate until you get a certain amount of debt to show that you have the ability to pay back debt. So if you start at zero, you owe more. If you start off with $20,000 of debt, but you can pay, you've proven that you could pay it off long enough, you're in a better position. It makes no sense. This is a terrible system. It says your gold and silver is cankered, right? The money is the value. The rust of them shall be witness against you and shall eat your flesh as it were fire, right? Because it's consuming everything. The what do they call the inflation is just hitting. It's consuming all type of wealth, all substance away. It says ye have ye have heaped treasures together for the last days. Behold, the hire of the laborers who have reaped down your fields. And who are the laborers who reap down the fields? The average everyday worker, and majority of it is Jake. It took the so-called Latinos to build up America. It took the so-called Jamaicans, right, to build up Europe, build back up Europe after World War II, when they bombed parts of Britain. Then they shuffled in all those the sons of Benjamin in there, right, which are the so-called Jamaicans and Haitians, and they went over there and worked and labored, and then when they were promised that they would be given citizenship, they started trying to take it away. So the laborers who have reaped down your fields, which is of you kept back by fraud, right? They put taxes on top of taxes, fee on top of fee. Then they defraud you your money. They make you wait. They give you a 401k, right? But then what happens to the 401k? You retire. Then let's say you got $100,000 in your 401k. In America, that's 33% of federal tax. 33% federal tax. So you lose 30% of what you saved that whole time. And that's supposed to last the rest of your life. Right? Then when you retire, all those tax breaks that you got, kids, you get a tax break for them. The house you're paying on, you get a tax break for that. The interest on a car, you can get a tax break for that, right? A tax break for paying for health insurance through work. When you retire, you lose all those tax breaks because the house is fucking paid off. The kids is gone. You can't claim them no more, right? You don't get the tax break for paying for health insurance through work. So all those taxes are taken away. So now you're in a bigger tax bracket and you got to pay for more taxes, right? This devil has kept back by fraud the riches of the people, and they feeling it. Which is of you kept back by fraud crieth, and the cries of them who which have reaped are entered into the ears of Yahweh of Sabaoth. So the Lord is hearing the cry of the people, right? The oppression of the people, man. This is Daniel 12. Daniel 12 and 4, it says, but thou, O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book, even to the time of the end. Many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased. And not only the knowledge of the scriptures is increased, but a knowledge of what's really going on out here is increased. People see the wickedness that's going on. And once you get that wisdom, right? Once you get that understanding of what's going on, now what happens, right? It's Ecclesiastes 1 and 18. It says, for in much wisdom is much grief, and he that increaseth knowledge increaseth in sorrow. And that's what's happening. People are becoming aware to the fucked up situation that is America. So that sorrow is increasing, that languishing, the aggravation, the frustration. And Esau has only taught these people to be carnal, so when it comes down to it, they are going to fulfill that carnality. This is Jeremiah 30 and 15. It says, why criest thou for thine affliction? Thy sorrow is incurable for the multitude of thy iniquities. And that's what the Lord is telling. Nobody has repented. A lot of these people ain't repented. None of these people that you just saw speaking repented. This woman proud.
Gonna, come up with the ingenious business idea, and like maybe 1 out of a million. I have really
that woman proud. This nigga proud. They're not repenting. So what, like it says right here, Jeremiah 30:15, why criest thou for thine affliction? Thy sorrow is incurable for the multitude of thy iniquities. These people are going to stay in that state because they refuse to wash off those iniquities. But for you bros, right? We are chastised little by little that we be not condemned with the world. It says, because thy sins were increased, I have done these things unto thee. And that's why the Lord is bringing this hell on the people like this, because they're beyond wicked, beyond evil. And the Lord is showing them the situation they're in. And like it says right here, this is a quote from Gerald Salenti. It says, when people have nothing to lose, they lose, and they've lost everything, they lose it. And people are coming to that point where they're saying like, yo, I have nothing to lose. They've lost everything, their jobs, the money that they make isn't enough. They can't afford to live. They can't afford to rent, right? People are at the point where they can't even afford a hole in the ground. People can't afford food, right? They can't even afford fun to distract them. Just like in the Roman Empire, at a certain point, at a certain point in the Roman Empire, bread and circus was unsustainable. And what happened when they couldn't distract the people? They revolted. No, boy. And that's what we're getting ready to see, man. This is Proverbs. Because the Lord's not comforting these people. We get comfort. We get comfort through the scriptures, through what the Lord promised, that when this hell starts going off like it's supposed to, that we'll be taken care of. That's the end of us having to worry about the way this world works. You know, these people are sitting there saying, pray for America. Fuck America, man. Fuck America, everything in it, and everybody that ain't the elect in it. F them. Let it burn. May the Lord bring the rest of the fire from California on. Because the Lord is going to sweep this place with the beast of destruction. He's going to destroy this place with fire. The day that burneth as an oven is coming. And this place all 100% has to go. Just like there was 0% of the fire contained in California, there's going to be 0% of the destruction of the Lord that can be contained. It says Proverbs 10:5. It says, he that gathereth in the summer is a wise son, but he that sleepeth in harvest is a son that causes shame. That's not what I wanted. Is that Proverbs or Psalms? Proverbs 10:15. It says, I'll start at 14. It says, wise men lay up knowledge, but the mouth of the foolish is near destruction. And that's what bros have done. We've laid up the knowledge. Because what does the scripture say? Knowledge and wisdom shall be the stability of our times. Bros are catching hell. I'm catching hell, man. But the knowledge and wisdom that I do have from the Lord is keeping me holding on. I'm by the skin of my motherfucking teeth, but I'm holding on. But these people don't have that. It says the rich man's wealth is his strong city. The destruction of the poor is his poverty. And that's what's going to happen. Because he's destroying the poor. They're going to revolt. They're going to revolt. And that's when this devil starts to go down, man. This is 2 Ezra 15. And 16. It says, for there shall be sedition among men and invading one another. And sedition is a violent uprising. Right? You're going to see, and right after that stuff that happened with the United Health CEO or whatever he was, right after that stuff happened, there was another big company CEO that somebody tried to shoot up too. It's gonna grow, man. Like Bane said in Dark Knight Rises, he said the fire rises. It's growing. It says for there should be sedition among men, invading one another. They should not regard their kings nor princes. In the course of their actions shall stand in their power. People are going to take upon themselves real soon to do what they feel is needed. Job 20. and 22. And for us, we just gotta wait. That's all the Lord commanded. Wait ye upon me. Right? We gotta let the Lord do his thing. You know, I'm gonna start at verse 19, Job 20 and 19, because he had oppressed and forsaken the poor, because he had violently taken away a house which he builded not. This is Esau. Surely he shall not feel quietness in his belly. I mean, in this society, they can legally take your house because of HOA fines that you don't have the money to pay back. That's fucking madness. Because of a fine, you lose your whole house. Surely he shall not feel quietness in his belly. He shall not save of that which he desired. There shall none of his meat be left. Therefore shall no man look for his goods. And in the fullness of his sufficiency, when he thinks that his plan is getting locked in, because Esau's plan is to put people under a sense of chaos and bring a solution. It says, in the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. He's going to be in a hard place, in a difficult path. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. And you look up that word wicked in the Hebrew, it goes back to the word that means laborer. So the average everyday person is going to be the threat. And all these people that are languishing, all these people that have a gripe with this system, right? All of them are going to be the thing that these devils got to worry about, man. Shalom.